Welcome back to Longbox Diving, where we explore comics and story arcs pulled from the long box. Now, it is New Comic Book Day again, and this was a huge comic book day. I mean, look at that. I feel like I probably got more than I needed, but it's all on my pull, so... Alright, yeah, don't tell the wife. Alright, so let's go through this, and we will talk about what we got. Remember, this is our first impressions haul list, and first impressions, what we kind of like, what I think about it, what I thought about the other one going into this. So let's get into this. We'll start with our indies right now. I picked up Red Border and number 2 from AWA. So Red Border number 2. The art in this is okay. It's not, to me, it's not top tier, but it's not bad. But you got a couple that came across the border, and then they got hunted, and then these trucks are chasing them. So I'm not 100% sure what's happening yet, but it is only issue 2. The only thing I see in this, as I kind of flip through this, is we're talking over tamales. I don't know what some sort of food. It looks like a tamale, or maybe Hot Pockets. I can't tell. But we're basically having a conversation over food, conversation sitting down, conversation on the front porch, and then finally a gun. So we get that far, and we finally get a gun. So, I don't know. I like my comics with a lot of action. Hopefully this has some character building. We're getting into and we kind of fill it out the back end with action. We'll see. The next one we picked up was Year Zero. Again, the first 2 issues were really pretty good. The art in this is actually a step down from the art in that, in my opinion, but the story kind of makes up for it. The zombie book, I still want to know what's going on with the whole history of the zombie going like way back in time. There's a Japanese assassin. This looks like it has a lot of that. So it looks cool. So Year Zero, number 3. And one of the best books going on right now, Once and Future, number 9. This has some great art in it. I mean, top tier art in my opinion. Dan Mora, Kieran Gillen is doing the writing, and look at very few words. Beowulf is all there. Now, the only issue I have with it is the coloring. It's just this pink and purple sky. It's rare. I mean, I just saw it this weekend for like the first time ever, and it looked sort of like that, except the opposite. But that doesn't happen very often. I don't see that very often. Maybe it's an English thing. Does that in England? I don't know. But the colors are kind of odd. That's just very weird to me. But the story is fantastic. One of the best books going on right now. Then we have Justice League 49. Again, this is Spurrier's second book in this run. There's some alien race, and the Justice League interfered, and now they've become gods for these people on this planet, and now they're trying to deal with all that. The art looks really good. Lapierce does always pretty good art. But the only problem I have with this is now, it's like 9 weeks in a row, Justice League's come out. That's too frequent. We need to cut that back. Alright, then we got Teen Titans, number 43. KGB's Hunter with a backwards N, which does not necessarily mean in. I think it's a Cyrillic character, right? And it does not mean in English. So I wonder if that was intentional. But the art in it, look at that. That's crazy. I like that. It looks really good. The artist is Marino. And so, yeah, this looks really good. We got John coming back, Superboy coming back in his new uniform. And so we got some, this looks really good. And then we got Dark Knight's Metal, number 2. I got them, as you see, Lobo variant. So this is the Lobo cover variant. I liked it, looked really cool. And the story so far was really, really good. We see Flash come back. We see the meeting between the old team, new team. We see the Joker who laughs suddenly becomes Joker Manhattan. So now it's at Dr. Joker Who Laughs Manhattan something, but doesn't Flash. I don't know. We'll see. Then we got Amazon, The Amazing Spider-Man, number 44, and it kind of looks like that dude is finally showing up, the creepy dude with the worms. But it also looks like the Sin Eater is back. The art in this is really pretty good. Jacinto is doing the art. It looks good, decent. Yep. He's back. Dude with the worms is back. So that looks good. Then we got Avengers number 34 with Aaron, Jason Aaron, and Garon. It's been a while I've been waiting on this, but Moon Knight is back. Moon Knight started taking the powers of some of the Avengers and has been using the Ankh, and now has a deal. There's the god. He meets the god of the Kenosha on the moon. And so there's something weird going on here. I can't wait to get into this. This looks really good. And then the infamous Empire number 1. There's been a lot of talk about this book. Whether it's going to be good, whether it's going to be bad, whether it's going to ruin things, whether it's going to be, is it, we're going to get crossover fatigue, big event fatigue, which honestly, we have 3 events already announced, right? We got this one, we got the X Swords, and then we've already got the King is coming, the Dark King. It just, come on, slow down. But look how many books are in the Empire checklist. Now, I am not getting all of these. I'm getting Empire 1, and I'm getting Empire 2. I will get X-Men, because I normally get X-Men. I will get Empire 3. I will get the Union. That looked good. X-Men 11, Empire 4, Empire 5, the Union 2, Empire 6, Union 3, and the Empire Epilogue, probably. So, for me, it's going to be very few of this series I'm actually going to pick up, because I'm not going to collect all these books for the full story. I don't want all these books. Put it in the main story, or don't bother. I don't mind some tie-ins into regular books that I may be picking up anyway. I may pick up a one-off, but not 52-something books. No, thank you, Marvel. That's ridiculous. All right, then we got Hickman, the Giant X-Men with Perez, Giant X-Men Magneto. So this, I'm not 100% sure on these Giant X-Men. Some of these books have been hit or miss, honestly. So hopefully this is good. Hopefully the last one, the Giant X-Men Nightcrawler, was so-so. So we'll see how this actually turns out. If it turns out good, great. If it isn't, I don't know. I'm iffy on it. And then I picked up Venom 26. That's a great looking cover. Yeah, that's very cool. Of course, I think that guy's first appearance was in a Free Comic Book Day, right? And the art in here is really, Kielo, really good. Man, look at that. There's some crazy good stuff in there. So, the story with Donny Cates has been really good. We got some, what in the world is going on? Wow. All right, because that was like my old snap moment of the week so far. We'll see as we read them, but that was pretty crazy. So that one looks really good. Of course, Venom's always been good. So, and then I picked up this one, Catwoman 23. I normally don't collect Catwoman, but I like Blake Northcutt and I like Murphy's art. And I like Murphy's stories too. And I think the art is that by Torme. I don't know. The art is definitely not Sean Gordon Murphy's art. It is Torme. Yep. So the art's okay, but I like Northcutt and I like Sean Gordon Murphy. So maybe the story will make up for the art being just okay. We'll see. It's probably the only one I'll grab. So far, I'm not quite impressed. So that was our pickup for this week. We had a pretty I think 12 books or so. A good stack of indies, some DC, and some Marvel. Now again, I talked to my LCS about shipping. The DC stuff came in pristine and on time and perfect, and the Diamond stuff came in late, overcharged, and damaged and missing and shortages. So yeah, if Diamond's really trying to make a case for why they should stay around, they're not doing that good of a job of it. So we'll see about that. All right, so later this week we'll be doing a review with me and the Young Whippersnapper, and again on Sunday we'll have our Judging Book Bias cover. So please join us in 5:30, and we'll see you then. Thank you, and we'll see you next time here in the Long Box.